You don't realize how large the world truly is until you leave home. You learn that on the other side of the world, they have a completely different language and culture, but you don't think anything of it. It's not until you are actually living in this foreign environment that you truly realize that the other side of the world, they don't speak the same language as we do, dress the same way as we do, or work the same way as we do. It's at that moment in this foreign environment that you realize that the world is full of all different types of societies, cultures, and people. I never really thought anything much about traveling to the Netherlands, simply because I thought it would be very similar to home. My family and friends told me that the Netherlands would be very similar to life in the US, just the food, culture, and style would be a little different. However, when I arrived in the Netherlands, it was very, very different. Firstly, the food was more different than I expected. Before going on the trip, I was a pretty picky eater because I just had never tried food out of my comfort zone before. However, in the Netherlands, I was forced to step out of my comfort zone and try different foods. After trying several different Netherlands dishes, I can now say I am no longer a picky eater. Secondly, the transportation was significantly different than the United States. In the Netherlands, most people get around by bikes, trains, or buses. I found it interesting that there were actually bike lanes next to every road. When traveling around the Netherlands, it appeared most people relied on bikes as their main transportation, which explained why everyone was so fit. When walking along the streets of the cities, all you saw were full bike racks everywhere. Thousands and thousands of bikes. After living abroad in this different culture, I learned a lot about myself. Spending time at the University of Utrecht has made me realize that I want to spend a semester abroad. While with the students from the university, I learned that I need to become fluent in more than one language to survive in this global business world, which is why I need to study abroad a semester. I also learned that I love to travel and experience foreign environments, which I would like to be part of my job one day. After visiting the U.S. Embassy and meeting the U.S. Ambassador, I have become inspired to work abroad at some point in my career. Overall, my trip to the Netherlands will be an experience I will never forget. Not only did I walk away from this trip with a new group of friends, but also new skills, ideas, and experiences that I will take into my career. Because of my trip to the Netherlands, I've become even closer to becoming more of a global citizen. Whether you are hesitant about studying abroad for a semester or embedded study abroad, take the risk. Martin Yan once said, "People who don't travel cannot have a global view. All they can see is what's in front of them. Those people cannot accept new things because all they know is where they live." You don't want to be one of those citizens. You want to be a global citizen. So study abroad.